And that's not freedom. You have money, but you have no time. And then the third part, they have no time and no money. They have a job. And, job stands for just over broke. I had a job myself. And to be honest, I paid my bills and then my money was gone. But I still had a lot of time left to go to my job. So, it's not bringing that also. It's not bringing freedom either. So this three kind of people is 99%, this sort of people, I must say, are 99% of all the people. 1%, they have time and money. Why? Because they have very rich parents. Or I didn't have rich parents, I told you that already. Or they have a talent. They can play football very well. They can sing very well. They can play tennis very well. They can drive the Ferrari very well. But my question to you is how well you can play tennis, how well you can sing, how well you drive the Ferrari. How do your life look 3 till 5 years from now? You want to know? Exactly the same. Your life only could become better if you become better. Your life only gonna change if you gonna change. And that's called personal self-development. Tonight, you will learn about an unbelievable vehicle, an unbelievable possibility to change your life, to come in a situation, to have a chance, an opportunity to get freedom in your life. And on top of that, I am afraid that 2008 will come back to us 10 times worse. So not only you can create freedom in your life, but you can also position yourself to what I think is coming. So you have a plan B, and maybe your plan B become a plan A. So I'm gonna give you answers to 4 questions tonight. First of all, why should you start to do that? I already more or less say that, to get a possibility to get freedom in your life, but that you have to decide for yourself. The second one is, can I trust this company and the people behind this company? It's a very important question. Third one is, what must I do? And the fourth question is, do I want to do it and can I do that? So let's start with the presentation. So we had the computer in the beginning was very big, and then it evolved in a smaller computer, and then the internet was created. And then we had very big mobile phones. I remember I was walking around with a 12-kilogram one, that was on a battery out of my car. I was sitting on a terrace making phone calls, and everybody was looking. And that went into a smartphone. And a smartphone was created by a disturber called Apple. Before, everybody wants to have a Nokia phone, and then a company who never made a phone before created a smartphone. Like Airbnb created a disturbing in the hotel market, or a Uber in the taxi market. And then you get internet banking. And internet banking gonna evolve in what we're gonna talk about tonight, blockchain banking. Gonna explain later more what it is. Now, the economic of the future is mobile commerce, mobile advertising, mobile payment, mobile banking. Most people, especially young people, they buy a ticket mobile. They do everything mobile. They're not going to go to a computer online even more. So this person, his name is Akon Putzi, he founded a tech company many years ago, and he brought it to the Zurich Stock Exchange for 3 billion Swiss franc. And a few years ago, in 2014, he started another company called Etox. And Etox is also a software company who created a lot of software, payment methods, payment software for the banking industry. And also in 2013, he created, together with Gerhard Schreiner, I'm going to tell in a minute about him, MCV Cap. And Gerhard Schreiner is the kind of guy you want to hire when your bank is on place 30 or 40 and you want to have your bank in the top 5. So he comes in like a interim management or a real management and bring your bank to the best bank in those in those countries. So they together created MCV Cap, and they came up with the idea of creating the first hybrid bank in the world in combination with mobile banking. And they have a lot of powerful people, a lot of experienced banking people who joined them. And MCV Cap, who is now a boutique investment house, gonna change into the BCB blockchain bank for you bank, the first hybrid bank in the world. What that is, I'll explain in a minute. Here you see the same 2014, the formation of the company, developing of software, and in 2018, partnership for the community marketing to create the community with Tycoon 69. So the first phase where we are now, and this phase will go till medio October, maybe November, because that's depending on the software testing and the blockchain testing. We'll start with an ITO. ITO means initial token offering, and that will create a new cryptocurrency called the BCB for you token. I'm going to explain in a minute a little bit more about everything. Anyway, this MCV Cap token, what will grow is a voucher for the future BCB for you coin. And you get for one voucher, for one token, you get 4 coins. And after the exchange from the tokens into the coins, they will send to your personal wallet, power wallet. And after the registration of the coin, it will also be going to several exchanges, external exchanges. Now, you have a hybrid bank and you have a blockchain bank. And I say it wrong. We have a traditional bank and you have a blockchain bank. And if you combine that, you have a hybrid bank. It's like your car have a normal engine and an electric engine. Now, what is traditional banking? Traditional banking is using fiat currency, dollar, euro, sterling, and so on, yen. And you pay with SEPA, what is a way to pay your utility bill. And you have SWIFT if you want to international money transfers. And on the other side, you have the blockchain. So they create the power wallet where you have a bank account with this hybrid bank through your power wallet. And on that bank account, you can have fiat currency like euro or dollar, but you can also have cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or the BCB for you coin, what is also cryptocurrency, or you have physical gold tokenized in a coin. It all will be in your power wallet. Now, what's going to happen is you can create your own bank, but you don't have to hire or rent, I must say, that's better English, rent a shop, decorate the shop, hire staff. No, your smartphone will be the bank, and you can create a whole community of your own bank customers. Now, why somebody should become a customer with this bank? Now, it's very easy because you don't have to convince them they need a bank. They already have a bank. They already have a bank account. But with this situation, you can say to them, do you want to do yourself a favor and me a favor? Try this new bank. You will see you have a much better service and you will save a lot of money because all the commissions who was normally taken by the bank and put in their own pocket, a big part of that we will pay you back, and we call that cash back, and we will pay that back in this BCB for you bank cryptocurrency. With the chance, I cannot guarantee that because we cannot guarantee anything in life, that it's go up in value because so many people will use it, so many transactions will be used. So that can mean that somebody is maybe saving 800,000 euro a year. That's a lot of money. So let's say that I am now this person who become a new bank customer, so I get a bank account. That's the first bank product. I don't have to pay for that. I don't have to pay €2, €3 a month. Nothing is for free. That's my first bank product. Second one, I want to have a debit or credit card. It's my second bank product. I don't have to pay for that. I do transactions. I don't have to pay for that. Then maybe my third bank product is a mortgage. I want to buy a house, but with the mortgage, with the house, I need also a life insurance. It's my fourth product, and I need a insurance when the house burned down. It's my fifth product. Maybe I'll buy a car. I loan money for a car. It's my next product. And then if I get a loan of the car, I also need an insurance for the car. So more and more customers, more and more products for the same customers. And more I'm going to save altogether on those products could pay back in cashback. So here you see that I buy cryptocurrency, debit, credit card. I have tokenized gold, silver. I will get money back. Now, I'm so excited about that I'm going to speak with my friends. And now I can become a mobile banker. How? By doing an education, an easy education online. And now I'm a certificate that I'm a mobile banker. That means I can open myself bank accounts. I can introduce people to the bank. I like a referral to the bank. And how do I do that? I make a picture of a person, let's say in Nairobi, where in Africa, 2 billion people don't have a bank account. I make a picture of this person. I make a picture of the passport, and the software will say, yeah, this is correct. And this was know your customer. When to compliance, of course, when the person is coming from Iran, it will not work. Or when the person has the name and another person have exactly the same name and same date of birth, it will go to the compliance in Villach, where our head office is. And why we can all do that, by the way, why we can give all that cash back, because we don't have those costs like all the other banks with so much staff and so much banks all around. We don't have that. So this is what I called a customer-focused fintech company with a bank license. We're going to be a disturber in the banking industry, because the big banks, they will never catch up. They cannot. They are too slow. They're too conservative to go to change like this so quickly. So like Apple did with the smartphone, like Uber did in the taxi business. Now anyway, so now you can make somebody else a customer. So now this person is getting cash back. He is saving, let's say, €1,000 a year, but you get a commission of his bank products as long he is a customer with this bank, and that's probably his whole life. And so if you build a whole community of customers, and I said bank customer getters, mobile bankers, you can create a huge passive income. Now, the BCB for you coin is the money, you can say, where you cut your commissions in and you get your cash back in. Now, phase 2 starts medio October. Why? Because we have to do a lot of testing on the software, on the blockchain. So that's why that starts medio October. It can also be November, depending on what you said. So now we start to sell in phase 1. We start to sell the vouchers for the BCB for you coin. And after the phase 2 starts, we're gonna, all those customers we create in this community who bought the voucher, we're gonna make them in one go, all customers. And also a part of them, we will make mobile bankers who gonna acquire customers. Now, the 1st of June is an important date. It's still in phase 1, but it's preparing phase 2, because in the 1st of June, we have a big event. I will tell later more about that, a big event in Salzburg. And all the 5,000 people in that event, they will get already this mobile app. That means they become a customer from the BCB for you bank. And maybe we say, hey, acquire 1 or 2 or 3 customers. Now we have 20,000 customers to test with them. So I will tell a little bit more later how important this is. So in October, as I said, the community members become bank customers. We're gonna sponsor more mobile bankers, and those mobile bankers all gonna acquire customers. Here you have this event. On this event, we're gonna introduce the mobile banking app. So we have the first test bank customers. We're gonna introduce the bankers So that give trust. We're going to introduce the blockchain technology, who is doing 1 million transaction in a second, by the way, but Bitcoin is only doing 7 uh, uh, transaction in a second. And now you have really the chance to really launch your business. Everybody's there going to be have so much belief in it. And if you have 100% belief, you have a totally different commitment, but result in a totally different action. And your action gives you the result confirming your belief. So you cannot miss of being there the 1st of June. Also, if you're not there, you're not getting your mobile app. You're not going to become a test customer. So, you know, as soon as you have your back office, order right away your ticket for this event, because 5,000 people is 5,000 people. And if you're too late, you cannot come in. You have to stand outside, waiting till the event is over, and then let other people show you what you missed, the mobile app, because you were not there. So don't make that mistake. Make sure you're in, and make sure that your team members are also in this event. So in banking business, community banking, it's very important that the community become big, because the more people are using the coin, the greater the value will be. So how do I start my business? Now, I said we are in phase 1. So in phase 1, we are buying the tokens, and depending on your budget, depending on your what you want to achieve, you can decide if you want to buy a package of 50 or maybe much more, because there are also much more expensive packages. You see till let's say 100,000, but that are investor packets, so 25,000 for people who want to become also mobile banker. It's up to you what you decide to do. So let's have a look at the earning opportunities, because that was the other question. Why should I do that? To create time and money, freedom in my life. But how do I make then the money? So depending on which starter package you bought, and of course the performance of your team, you will make money. So the first possible income is the direct bonus. That means if I buy you brought me in the business, and I buy a package of 10,000 euro, you get 10% is 1,000 euro. The second one is power fast start. That means that if you bring 3 people in who make each a package of 500 or more, you get 10% free tokens. So if you have 1,000 tokens, you get 100 tokens for free. What can be very interesting if the coin appreciates in the future. The third income is unilevel. So you get paid commissions on the teams you build. So let's say you build, you bring 5 people into this business, and they build their own team. You have now 5 teams. Then you get of all those different levels, till the 6 levels, you get a commission. Then you have power boost. Power boost means if you have those 5 different teams, that every time one of those teams has 250 turnover, you get €6.90. So that can also become a lot of money. Like in a founder package, it can go up till 3,450 a day. And here you can see it's depending on which package you bought, because in this case it's a founder's package. Now, passive income. The power flow. What is power flow? Everybody who comes into the company, it doesn't matter if you brought this person or somebody else brought this person, they will go in one line deep, depending on the time they came into the company and paid. That is the position, and the company take 5% of that daily turnover, put that in a different pool, and you get paid every day out of that pool. Now, how much you get out of the pool is depending on how much shares you have in that pool, and that's depending on your packets. And the second passive income, I already explained it in very much in detail, because that is the commission you get from the bank customers and all the people in your team who acquired bank customers. And you get from them also commissions. Now, then there are 2 more questions left to answer. The first question is, what must I do And the second one is you have to answer that yourself, of course. Can I do that, or do I want to do that? Now, I'm going to explain you what I call the right start. And tomorrow, 9 p.m., the same link, I'm going to go very much in detail on this, the right start. And I call it the 6-step training, 6 steps to success. But in this case, I give you an overview, and so you understand what you must do. First of all, you must make a decision. Yes or no. And, no is also a decision. Now, I am 30 years in the community marketing business. I had people 25 years ago after a presentation who said, Henk, I have to think about it. We're going to call you. I must say, I looked on my phone today and they still didn't call me back after 25 years. So they probably will never call me back. For that reason, it is very good to get a decision as quick as possible. A no is also a decision. We're not asking for a yes, we're asking for a decision. So that's the first step. The second step is that the person who invited you today to this webinar, he's gonna send you his or her link. So you click that link, and now you also have your own back office where, by the way, you can buy your tickets for the event. Don't miss that. And then the next step is that you order a package, depending on which one you want to order. You have to order that. And now you can to start do this business. So how the business start is make a name list. So I know you have 100 names or more in your phone, but that's not a name list. You should really start to write those names. Best is in a little booklet. Why? Because you can make notes behind those names. And if you start to write down names, you will remember more and more names. I'm not asking you to think about who's gonna do it or not gonna do it. I am asking you to write down everybody you know all around the world, because the people you think they will not do it, they will do it, and the people you think they will do it, they will not do it. It's just a name list, not a decision. Let everybody make the decision for themselves, like you are making your decision for yourself. But tomorrow I'm gonna go much more in detail on those names. If you don't want to write it in a booklet, then at least do an Excel spreadsheet and make notes behind the names, because you don't know after name 5, you don't know what's happened with name 1 or 2, you forgot it already. So the next step is invitation. You invite them to a presentation. Now, invite means not giving the presentation by phone. You have no idea. You hear the business for the first time. So I'm gonna go much more in detail tomorrow. But a possible way in the future is that you phone somebody, say, I'm gonna send you a video from a fantastic new business in hybrid banking. You probably don't know what it is. That's why I sent you the video. I'll call you back in a few minutes. Now, this video is not existing, but we're here in Munich to work with the best branding guys to create those videos, but it's not now there. So another way is that you phone with the one who sponsors you, or maybe a leader in the community where you are in, and you phone together to a person in your name list. And the only thing you have to say is, hey, I'm here on the phone. Do you have 2 minutes to call? Because then somebody say yes, or somebody said no. If somebody said no, he said, can I call you? When can I call you back? Say yes, then you say, hey, I'm here on the phone with my business partner, Mr. Henk Diepering from Monaco, or Mr. So-and-so from Munich, or Mr. So-and-so from London. Your business partner is the one who helps you in this 3-way call. And you said, I'm a lot of trust in him. He is, or her, he's very successful. Do you have 2 minutes to talk with him? And then I will take over the conversation, and I will, or in this case, the person who help you, who support you, because in this business it's your business, but you're not alone in this business. Then this person, he or she, will invite your person from the name list to the webinar. They will not explain what it is, because that's the presentation, that's on the webinar. They will only help to invite. Again, tomorrow I will explain that much more in detail. So can you make a name list? Yes, you can do that. Can you learn this sentence by head? Yes, you can. Can you send in the future a video? Yes, you can. That's the invitation. And now we have the presentation. Now there are several kind of presentation. First, we have a webinar like today. So everybody can join all around the world on this webinar. The other possibility is you invite people to your home. It's not so difficult to invite people to your home. We don't have to get a training for that. And then you switch on your computer or your TV, what is connected to your computer, and you connect with the webinar. You have like a home meeting, and then you all watch the webinar. Another kind of presentation or art of presentation is the live presentation, like we have in hotels, live presentation, like we have the 1st of June, this big meeting. So that is how we build this business. Now, how bigger your name list, how more people you invite to a presentation, how more successful you become. So in normal life, you go to university, you learn 6 years, and then you hope to get a job. And a job is no time and no money. In this situation, you have maybe no clue, but because we all working together, you're already making money if you're coachable and listen to what your upline or the people who invited you is doing. And while you're making money, you figure out how the business goes. I think it's a better model. Anyway, I really enjoyed talking to you guys. This is the end of this presentation. Every Monday, I will do this presentation 9 o'clock in English, so you can build your own multinational around the world. Of course, in the countries where we are open, we are not open in the United States. We are not open in China. We're not open in officially in China. We're not open in Korea. That kind of countries we cannot. But a lot of people, if you know people in Sweden or in Finland